Afternoon, everyone. We're here for the second part of the Lorwyn Eclipsed set review. Once again, I'm joined by Paul and Maisie.
Hello.
Hey, like and subscribe.
And we're reviewing blue cards now, so let us begin. Aquatex Defenses. 2 mana, Flash. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature gains hexproof until end of turn. It's +1/+2. This card's horrible.
Is it, yeah, pretty standard blue, like flash enchantment, hexproof until end of turn. I feel like I've seen this for 1 and it does +0/+2 and has the same ability. It seems like it's overpriced.
Then the Edge of Eternity's one was a lot better than this and still barely playable.
Which one was that? Was it another enchantment?
It was an
thing?
equipment is the thing that made it better.
Right, and it attached.
So you could keep it around, and also artifacts where you could synergize with them
So,
in that set,
yeah.
and you can't synergize with enchantments in this set.
Yeah, this is pretty low tier filler. Yeah.
Cool art though.
Mhm.
That actually looks pretty cool. But yeah.
Blossom Bind, 2 mana, another aura that enters, tap enchanted creature. Can't be untapped, can't have counterspell on it. This card's good.
It's another kind of classic. I feel like this is. I want to hear what Maisie has to say. I don't know.
No, this is well above rate for like what we're normally used to with blue removal. My singular reservation about this remains the existence of Runaway Together, and that is not enough to make this.
Best card ever.
Yeah, not enough to make this even the slightest bit bad. I think that you're gonna play a lot of these in blue. This is great
These are
removal.
good. Champions of the Shoal, 4 mana. As an additional cost, cast a spell, behold a merfolk, and exile it. When this creature enters or becomes tapped, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's hand.
Looks
This
like
is good and limited, but not that good and limited. It's not.
it's an improvement from the other champions.
Or becomes
right?
tapped. This is good. It's like
Yeah,
Frost Titan.
Is this better than?
I mean,
other
like, as long as you can get down the Behold, I think this is a great rate, and even
Yeah,
if it
this
gets
is good.
answered, you get your stuff back. So yeah, this is like it's not obscene, but it's definitely a very good Merfolk.
If you're playing Merfolk, you're gonna play this
Mhm.
100%.
What was there ever a champion under Merfolk before, or was it a fairy in the past?
There was a fairy one.
I remember the fairy one was pretty good, right?
But yeah, the
It's-
champions here are better because you can do it from your hand too.
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah. I didn't realize that. That's actually insane. Cool.
Next. Disruptive Currents, another Merfolk. 5 mana, Flash Convoke. When it enters, you bounce a non-land permanent. In what way is this a rare? I guess it's pretty good rate, but
You think? What is it usually? It's 4 for a 2/2 that bounces.
usually it's Mana War, which is 3 for a 2/2 that bounces, but
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I want to say I think I would kill somebody if this was an uncommon. I mean, this is
I think it
it's
has
good.
yeah the I mean
Just
the
like
amount of
the
amount of
flash.
Complexity just seems not rare.
oh so no I agree with
That's
the
the thing.
complexity.
That's
But yeah,
true. Yeah,
the
it's very generic.
instant speed flash plus a body
That's
or
good.
instant speed bounce plus a body is like that.
You're right.
That is a lot of combat math that you screw up out of
And
nowhere.
Convoke's good too.
No,
Yeah,
you guys-
I think that this has the impact
This
of a
is
rare for
definitely
sure.
a card you would play
Yeah.
in most blue decks.
Now, am I right that Mana War was what, a common for 3, 2/2, but
Yeah.
then wasn't there
Had
a
no flash.
rare for 4 with flash that was a 2/2? It was
I don't know.
it was a wizard.
Right.
It's pretty generic.
Oh, I mean that was a rare.
That was a rare, yeah. So I feel like this is very on par as a rare to that.
Okay, I don't actually know
know.
the card you're talking
Do you know
about.
He's-
which one I'm
he's
so-
talking about
It's a pretty
the-
famous one.
He's talking about the guy from Time Spiral, the Venser.
Oh, Venser Shaper
Yeah, it's
Saba.
very like Venser, and it's not legendary.
that's
It has
cool.
flash. I feel like this is kind of
Yeah,
similar.
Can't bounce spells, but usually
Convoke is
you want
relevant for
them.
Merfolk.
And it's a 5 mana spell that can be played for less than that, so it's good in elementals
Oh,
as
so
well.
true. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sweet fairies. I love fairies, man.
Glitterwing Nuisance. 1 mana flying, enters with a counter. 3 mana, remove a counter from this creature.
Mm.
Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw a card. Great limited card.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to
Amazing.
make fairies a
I'm-
thing again, though.
And maybe
I-
if it
One
is a
drop
thing
fairy?
in
That's not bad.
so not having flash is the only problem with this card, right? But
Yeah.
I'm scared of this card. I think this card is great.
yeah, it might be great and constructed. I mean, and also it might not even be a fairy card. It is
Yeah, that's a good point.
unlikely to replace Enduring Curiosity,
Oh, wow, that's a weird idea. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
but maybe there are some decks where it can.
I think that you're right. I didn't actually
Or maybe there are some
realize-
decks where you play both and just draw all of your deck all the time.
Oh, Demir might like it. Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. Demir fairies, do you think it could happen again? We'll find out. Let us know in the comments below.
Glamour Gifter, 2 mana, flash flying 1/2 when it enters.
Now, is that how you spell glamour?
Yes.
Really?
In the context of glamour that they are using, this is an in-universe
Really?
glamour thing. So
Oh, it's another one that's in universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spelling stuff wrong is really in fashion.
It's really Magic's whole
so
thing.
I wouldn't fret about it. It's not really. Yeah, they spell things correctly. Ben, please continue. Sorry.
Until the end of turn, that creature has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains all creature types. This is a good limited card.
It's a flash fairy.
It's a flash fairy. I would not play this in a constructed fairy deck. If the constructed deck's playing this card, it's not good. So, but I think this is what you want from a 2 mana trick. You want a 2 mana trick that's also a creature.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, this
way
is-
better than that.
This
3
is
drop.
really high impact. It's doing a lot for what you're paying, and there's getting screwed by this is just going to feel terrible because your opponent's still getting a body left over. This
Yeah.
is really good.
It's a good card.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to 2 for 1.
Yep. Glamour Might, 3 mana, 2/2 flash flying Pester Might.
Not nearly as good, but still better than the shapeshifter thing that we saw earlier, I think.
Splinter Twin is not in standard.
Darn.
Might not even be good if it was. That deck's no longer good in modern. So
So,
this is
best case scenario, you're
has
tapping.
more toughness than Pester Might. I don't know.
Maybe
There's-
best case scenario, you're tapping their attacker before they attack. I don't know.
No, the best case, I'm having a hard time seeing scenarios where I'm happy about this, but I mean, the best thing I can see doing with it is like tapping your own merfolk for synergy. I mean, tapping an opponent's creature, you can do
Really?
that, and that's not nothing. But I
Wow.
mean, yeah, I don't want to play.
I guess I was thinking.
I guess there's
tempo.
I guess there's no world where this looks impressive, but the modality is worth something. Tapping your own merfolk for synergy isn't necessarily great, but I'd want that to be an option if I was playing this for
I
sure.
think the thing you'd want to do is like have one that has an unlimited. I think what you'd want to do with this card is have a merfolk with an unlimited tap a creature you control ability, and then do that twice.
Yes.
Pillow behind you if you want.
That's the situation I foresee this actually being good.
Yeah.
But there aren't that many merfolk with abilities like that.
So yeah, this isn't great, but yeah.
Glenn?
Oh, this is an old card, isn't it?
No, this is
No.
a twist on an old card.
Ah, what the
It's
fuck?
barely
Okay, cool. It's a
different.
throwback.
3 mana, 3/4 rare, flash flying fairy wizard. 2 mana, remove a counter,
Ugh.
counter a non-creature spell, and they draw the card. This card, another card that
Hmm.
that fairies needs to avoid playing in order to be good and constructed. Good and limited though, but not a bomb. But it's good.
Yeah, it can be surprising how often the opponent, when you counter and they draw a card, gets a land, but it still
I mean,
feels
it's-
risky to me.
Well,
but-
it's just a threat of activation thing that for as long as you have
No.
mana up, your opponent doesn't want to play good non-creature spells.
Oh,
if they
that's a
have
good point.
them.
Yeah, okay.
So you're gonna mess with how your opponent's playing the game, and having a 2/3 flash flyer on its own is just fine. So yeah, I mean, like Ben's saying, like it's not like this is a bomb, but
It's
this
good.
is a great blue card.
It's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see it.
But in constructed, I don't think that a constructed fairy deck will want anything that costs more than 2.
Yeah, probably not.
Glen Elandra's Answer, 4 mana, uncounterable. Counter all spells your opponents control and all abilities they control. Make a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying for each
Fun.
spell or ability countered this way.
This is definitely like a commander card again. Yeah,
Yeah, this card's
this is gonna be insane in CEDH, I think. Personally,
it's good
well,
against
not insane, but pretty good.
Cascade. I don't play
Necessarily.
CEDH, so I don't know, but
Seems pretty good to
I
me.
don't see why it would be.
I feel like Mind Break Trap is
Mind Break
obviously
Trap
very
costs
good because
0.
it costs 0.
is the difference, and this costs more than 0.
Yeah, it's a lot worse than Mindbreak Trap.
This card's awful in every format, I think. I guess it's kind of a bad Mystic Snake and limited, but the vast majority of the times to be 4 mana counter spell
Definitely not
token
unlimited.
can't be paying that much for a counter spell ever.
Mhm.
So not a good card. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even good in limited, I don't think.
No, I think you're right.
Oh, definitely. I think it's actually really bad unlimited. I'm gonna stand by it.
And it's
and
a
I know
2 for 1,
yeah,
but
you
one
know,
of the
like-
ones is a 1/1 flyer, so you know.
it's just my opinion, but I
Yeah.
do think that this does have a place somewhere.
There's the only thing I will
In a
say.
blue versus blue battle, I
I'll-
think this could be funny.
I'll bring up again since we haven't seen any cards for this yet. It's half a non sequitur, but there is still the is it mana value for greater archetype. I would never mainboard this, but if you have synergy with it, it gets a little bit better. And if you're in a slower matchup,
Yeah,
I would maybe every now and again, under the right conditions, play this.
yeah, that's fair enough. Gravel Gill Scoundrel, 2 mana, vigilant. When this creature attacks, you may tap another untapped creature you control. If you do, this creature can't be blocked. I think you mentioned this card earlier.
Yes, I
didn't
did.
you? Yeah,
This seems really good.
Well,
no.
no.
No,
So-
not in Merfolk.
So
really?
no.
It's
so,
good in Merfolk.
yeah.
Merfolk will need 2 drops, and this will be one of the 2 drops that you play if you need to.
Yeah, so on its own, this is nearing just horrendous. The world where this is good is that it's not that this is attacking, it's that it's tapping your creatures. If you have enough
Right.
tap triggers, then this is just giving them to you for free. And I do think that there are going to be decks that have enough of those. Like Ben said, Merfolk also wants to be playing stuff like 2 drops, be playing to curve so that your Convoke looks better. I
And
think
Vigilance is good with Convoke too.
Vigilance is also good with Convoke.
That's what I was thinking. too.
Sometimes you're going to play this in decks that don't like it, but there also are going to be decks that do like this, and it's not quite as bad as it looks.
I think it's good with that white equipment that
That's
That's actually
another
funny.
good one for the white
This would be
equipment.
very good with that white equipment.
That's another
weirdly.
yeah.
Yeah, that
shoot.
would make this much better.
But a
Swinging
big thing
for
about
4
this set
unblockable.
is that unblockable is weaker here than in most sets because there is not a single +1/+1 counter in the set.
That
So
is
you can't
true.
Really?
Pump your unblockable things. And,
That also
you
makes
can with other
the
sets.
-1/-1 counters a little bit different.
Mhm.
yeah,
Again, I haven't seen anything in the set. I'm coming in blind, so
It's okay.
Harmonized Crescendo. 6 mana, Convoke. Choose a creature type. Draw a card for each
Yeah.
permanent you control of that type.
I have a feeling we're going to share opinions on this one.
We might not.
Yeah.
But this card would be good in Pauper if it was a common, but it isn't. Because there is actually, is 4 mana without Convoke even the 4 mana one?
There's
That's what I was thinking, is
That's
that
actually better than this.
Yeah,
it
that is
seems
better
much
than this.
better.
Yeah,
to
this
me.
card sucks in everything, and it's a rare.
Because what was
so-
the old? The old one was
The old one is a 4-mana
Song
common.
of something, or
Yeah.
and it was
Moving on.
in a common.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good in Pauper tribal
Hang on,
decks.
Paul. You can.
Okay, Ben said
This
we-
card has
Oh,
not
yeah.
suffered enough. It deserves more ridicule. It's horrible. This is
Yeah,
just not a good card.
Yeah.
Permanent. You control
There's-
that type.
Never
There's-
play this card in anything. ever.
Permanent of that
Pretty
type,
much,
not
yeah.
creature of that type.
For the,
That's the only
one
difference.
card where that's relevant, yeah.
If only Convoke included permanents.
Yeah. Anyway, we're done now. You can go.
Yeah. Illusion Spinners. 5 mana, 4/3 flyer. You may cast it as though it had flash if you control a fairy. And it has hexproof as long as it's untapped. This is nice. 4/3 is a lot worse than a 4/4.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that some of the off tribes do have a few payoffs. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good if you have fairies. I think you really want it to have flash.
Yeah.
But it's also a very safe surprise blocker in that case, because hexproof means that they do a combat trick in order to remove the spell to stop you from surprise blocking. So that's cool too.
Yeah. The goodness of this, I think, is fairly contingent on whether you have a fairy, which I think excludes it from being a generally good card, but there are definitely decks where this is a good card, and you might play additional fairies if you have like multiple of these, but
you don't have multiple of these because you shouldn't have that many mediocre 5-drops in your deck.
that's true. So that's apt. But yeah, it's kind of weirdo card, but yeah, you can occasionally play the first one of this. Is where I land on it.
Yeah. Coolwrath Mystic, 3 mana, 2/4 elemental. Here they come, the elementals.
Yay!
Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, it gets +2/+0 and gains vigilance. This is a good card for the elemental deck. It's not great, but it's good.
Mhm.
You will want 1 or 2 of these.
Yeah, a lot of these effects are normally worse, but like this does turn into an actual body and has a relevant creature type, so it's not disastrous. This is a magic card that does stuff that you will play occasionally in the right deck.
Anything to add?
The art's pretty sweet, dude. Who did that?
Yeah,
Jason A.
Engel.
Engel.
Cool. Ooh.
Mythic. Lochmere. 2 mana. Horse Serpent. Enters with 3 -1/-1 counters on it. It's a 4 or 5. You can pay 2 to remove a counter and draw a card. 3 to remove 2 counters to tap and stun something. Very, very, very good limited card.
Yep.
Feels familiar to the uncommon white card that we saw.
Yeah, this card's better though.
Yeah.
Definitely agreed on
I
that. I think.
personally, I think this is my favorite rare Mythic and Blue. I think this is a really, really, really good card. Just your opponent gets a small window to answer this, and if they don't, this just becomes terrifying.
Yeah, it kind of does all the stuff, doesn't it?
In standard, it's unlikely. Paying mana for activated abilities is hard to justify and construct it, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's pretty fringe.
It does remind me a little bit of that Surge engine from Brothers War, which was kind of like this, that it was a ridiculous limited card if it didn't get answered, but also I thought that might be a good standard card, and it ended up being nearly unplayable, so my guess would be the same with this. I think this will see little to no standard play.
Mana's just so tight.
Yeah.
Another Convoke card. Flying. 5 mana, Convoke Aura. When it enters, draw a card. Challenged creature gets +2/+2 and has flying. It's a bit overcosted, but I actually kind of like this card.
Yeah, I mean, we had the same thing, Astral Wingspan in March of the Machines. That was a quite good card. This one
was
is
actually
double.
surprising. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, this one's double blue, which is the only difference, but I think that card was consistently quite good, and I would very likely assume that this one will be the same.
Yeah.
Especially given, like I've said, I don't think there's a ton of flying in this set, which is an added bonus.
That's
but
a bonus.
Yeah, this
and reach you said too, right? Not much reach.
There's a little bit of
Trees
incidental
have
reach.
reach.
Some of them. Actually, I don't know that many of the trees do.
Oh, many of them did.
Okay, maybe they do. I know the tree folk token has reach.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But, as far as auras go, this is definitely a good one.
mm-hmm.
Mirror Form. 6 mana.
Is this a new card?
Yep,
I
this
feel
is a
like
new
there's
card.
so many mirror.
There's a similar card in, but yeah, this is in
Each
Eventide.
Cool art, man.
non-land permanent you control becomes a copy of target non-aura permanent commander.
Yeah, it's a commander.
Here's another one that
Goofy commander.
I'm going to
Fun.
that I happily admit is a not good if not terrible card.
I will
am-
get killed by it sometimes
Yeah,
in limited.
Ben
but
will get killed by
Is
it,
it that
and
great?
I
Yeah.
might be the one killing Ben
Yeah.
with it. That's you can target anything on
It's
either
kind of
side
neat.
of the board.
It's neat.
Yeah, there's cute little combos you can do with, like, if you have like the banishing light out, you can turn that into a creature as just like another body if you're turning everything into like a 5/5.
yeah.
This remains, this is a bad effect, but this will win games.
Yeah.
It's a pretty unique effect. Am I right? I can't actually think of many
Not
cards
that much that does this thing.
Yeah, there's not much that does this, which actually makes it kind of a fun card.
Yeah.
I think some people who like the Timmy way of playing, is it Timmy?
Yeah.
Or
Timmy.
Johnny way of playing.
Johnny?
I think.
Johnny doesn't like this card.
Really? I thought Johnny likes unique win
He
cons.
does, but he doesn't like.
It's Timmy. Timmy likes this.
Timmy
for sure.
likes anything that costs 6 mana, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's the
I
thing
guess I
about
meant
this card.
Johnny, where it's like
Yeah.
it's
I
like you
don't
could
know.
make a weird, never before done.
I
win
think
con.
Johnny's standards are higher.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Definitely not Spike. Spike hates this card.
Oh,
Noggle. They're back.
they're back.
What's a Noggle?
Oh.
This
Was that a thing?
It's like
Yeah.
a little donkey.
little donkey guy, they had like
What the
4 of them.
fuck?
There were only like 3 of them.
What set was that in?
3 or 4.
Eventide.
Whoa. Okay. I think I ditched out around Lorywn and came back later. Around Dissension and then ditched out again.
Dissension
Missed
was
the
before
donkey.
Lorwyn, but yeah.
I don't know. My unexpertise is showing. I'm sorry.
That's
I'll
okay.
put it away.
The viewers can relate.
Yeah.
2 mana flash aura makes the thing a 1/1 that loses all abilities. This is not a good removal spell. These cards are not good.
They're usually 1-drops.
You're usually 1,
Flash
and
is
the good
okay.
ones totally take away power.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
unable
true.
to stream.
And,
This
and
one
now
does
they've
it.
been adding Defender even.
Yeah, this one's just not as good.
Flash is
I,
okay. Not
I
as good,
will-
though, I agree.
Everybody should know before I say anything that Ben is correct. This card is bad. I play these and I like them, but that is because my standards are too low.
Do you like the Flash on there? Is that what makes
I like
it?
the flash on there. I like that this deals with bombs. This is a finicky removal spell that is only good against really powerful cards. But
Removing abilities is relevant, I would think.
I do agree. Ben is completely correct. This is a bad card.
No counters in the set, though, so there isn't
No
as much to
counters
do. But they
in-
can blight it. They can blight it.
Oh,
so
that
they
is
still have
actually
to use
very
for
relevant.
if
And they
nothing
can
else,
bounce it as Maisie
they can
previously
bounce it
brought up.
too. I
If you
Yeah.
have literally no other removal, you do play this.
Correct.
And you play those white cards.
That's-
but
that's
Yeah.
the one. That's the thing that I like about these.
if you have the one
Is-
that taps instead, play that. The
Mhm.
one we talked about earlier.
Is that that's what I was wondering
Yes,
about.
that's a much
And that
better
was
one.
That
also
one's a
common,
isn't
right?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
The
Losing
one,
abilities,
yeah.
is that relevant in this set?
Well, the
Yeah.
only thing
but
is
not you.
I- one of
That's the only
I-
challenge.
typically the thing I'm most afraid of losing to is bombs.
Really.
This is removal for bombs.
Yeah.
That's a smart way to look at it. Yeah.
And that's you can sideboard this and put it in if your opponent has like crazy
Sideboard's
bombs.
I like sideboard too.
I'll probably mainboard them even though I shouldn't, but yeah, there is a case for this.
A lot of bombs
That's a
have
good
good
point.
ETBs as well. So
Oh, yeah.
like you're also not doing anything about that.
I feel like the ones with-
for wanting yourself if it's a bomb.
Oh,
with
the
an
ETB. That's a good
Oh, yeah.
point. That's a good point.
You're
Maybe
completely
sideboard.
correct.
They might have a
Uh,
point with the sideboard
I don't know.
idea. I think
The
Maisie's-
only one of these that has ever actually been good is Unable to Scream because it costs
Yeah, that
one
one was
and
pretty
makes
nice.
the thing a 0/2.
That is true. Yes. So yeah. Anyways,
Oko, he's back. He's probably not as good.
do you want me to?
Yeah, you
Thankfully.
can do Oko.
Yeah. Oko Lorwyn Liege, 2 and a blue planeswalker, starts on 3. You can plus to him to give a creature all creature types permanently, and you can +1 him to give a creature -2/-0 till your next turn. Also, at your first main phase, so you'll have to wait a turn, but first main phase, you can pay a green to transform Oko. Other side, you can pay a blue to transform him back on your first main phase, and his abilities are -1 to mill 3 cards and put a permanent into your hand from among them, -3 to make 2 green elk tokens, 3/3s, and -6 to choose a creature type, and your creatures of that type have vigilance and hexproof permanently. It's an emblem.
Hmm.
What? Oh
Yeah, there's a lot on this, and this is
none
hard
of
to
it is like
quantify.
that great.
I feel like
It's
the other side is obviously much better than the, but it can't plus on the other side. This is weird.
Karn that makes Power Stone tokens. Remember that guy?
Yeah,
He wasn't good.
he was terrible.
And
Yeah.
this is another Planeswalker that makes you keep spending mana once you have it in play.
Yeah, I guess it
That was the
technically
problem with that card.
3 mana's steep. It protects itself, kinda, not really. It's kind of rough.
I think that this has one use to me.
Yeah.
If my opponent ever plays this in a deck that can't transform it, I'm going to be very happy because I'm just going to spend the rest of the
Totally.
game pretending this doesn't exist.
Well, no, this is amazing and limited. I was
Oh,
talking
really? Like,
about
no, but like if
standard.
you can't flip it.
No, not if you can't.
Well,
flip
okay,
it. But
yeah,
if
that's-
you are
that's what I'm
playing-
saying,
If you
sorry.
do flip it and
Only
make elves,
Simic,
you're
yeah.
gonna win.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I think that
You do the +2, right?
Yeah, the
and
use
then you
case-
flip it.
well,
and
no,
make
And then you
elves.
make elks.
yeah, the use case for this is you
But then
play
you
it.
have to flip it again to plus it again. That part's kind of annoying.
It doesn't cost a lot. The use case for this is you play
Costs
it,
More
use
than every other planeswalker besides that card.
Yeah.
Most
use
of it's-
use one of the plus abilities, flip it, make 2 elks, and then if he survives anymore,
Then you
you
flip them
just
again.
keep trying to make more elks. That's
It's
Yeah.
just, I guess what I'm seeing now is the roughness of that you play him, you +2, right? You flip him, then you -3, so now he's at 2, right? Yeah, actually no. So then once you -3, he's actually, you have to do the +2, right?
Yeah.
In the sense that then that's the only way you can do it again.
The
You don't always do
+2
the +2. You never
Is
do.
almost
The
totally
+1
blank.
is very tempting,
yeah,
but
the
it's
plus
actually
2 is nearly blank.
Um,
It's you're
I know,
choosing you're
but-
choosing between protection or more counters.
Yeah, my question is like, yeah, exactly. More counters might be the play though. Is what
if you need
I'm
to
wondering.
do it.
Because I guess if you ever want to make more than just the 2 3/3s, if you do the +1 and flip him, and then the -3, now he's at 1. Even if you +2, then the next time you flip him, you kill him to make more. It's
I don't know. I
I'm
think you're taking
overthinking
if
it, maybe.
If he makes 4 elks and dies, I think you're happy.
that's good
But,
enough. It's
This
tricky.
card's hard to parse.
There's a
Um,
lot to it.
But I think it may be better than it looks in
I think
construction.
so.
So the card that I'm thinking about now is the card Kaya Orzhov Usurper,
Mm-hmm.
which just kind of
Oh
proves
yeah, that card was kind of.
how low the bar for 3-mana planeswalkers is. And that card
Yeah, that
looked
card
so
was-
bad, but it saw play.
It was
It saw
I.
quite a bit of play.
It was not good, but it was I.
Yeah.
And this guy might be he might be really good. I just don't know. It looks like he's bad to me, but I might be
I just
misgauging.
don't want to be continuously investing more and more mana.
That's
into
what
my
I feel.
Planeswalker.
Absolutely.
And sometimes he's just not going to
Especially
be
limited.
on the side you want. I guess he will, but like, you gotta pay. I don't want to pay.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like Kalimitive upkeep 1. Not Kalimitive, but upkeep 1
Yeah.
to keep this card good, and that's just rough in a way. Definitely bad constructed. I don't know. It might be insane that.
It's
I'm
not
actually curious
gonna
about
be as
Maisie.
good as,
Maisie's better at these really complicated
I-
lines.
I
It's a
only
lot.
care as far as limited is concerned, and I
and
could.
What
care
do you
less
think in
otherwise.
limited? Not that good.
In limited, it's good.
Yeah, it's if you can flip this, it's a great limited card.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a bomb if you flip it.
Yeah.
It's
Think so?
Simic,
Okay.
and it's unplayable
If you can,
If
yeah.
you can,
unless your
obviously.
opponent is Kithkin. What if you just never have them always get +2/+0 forever? There's. I'm
You
just
mean
saying. If you sideboard deck again. I'm just saying.
wait, what?
Your opponent's super aggressive, and you're not playing green. You just plus this every turn.
For 1?
Yeah. What are they gonna do?
Just to
Little
shut
Kithkin?
down one creature every time.
Oh, it's target. It's not.
Unfortunately,
okay, I'm sorry.
if it was
Yeah, it's
all
not.
creatures,
I misread it.
No, you're right. Especially
Oh,
if
this
it's like,
card sucks ass.
dude, it sucks. I know that's what I keep thinking. Is this is really bad? Like this is worse than Tamio, which is a 1-drop, which is obviously an insane 1-drop. The one from Modern Horizons 3 is insane. It's breaking formats, but this is like
3
much
mana.
worse for 3. It's just
And you have to pay
Ugh.
more even.
yeah, and then you have to keep paying to keep it going. It's bad.
It's a scam.
It's a scam. Well, we might be wrong though, so I'm just gonna say
So
we might be
we
wrong.
might be wrong.
It looks bad. I was wrong about a lot of cards though, like Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That was way better than I thought when I first saw it.
5 mana, Omni Changeling, 0/0, Convoke.
change.
It's a clone with Changeling. Clones
5 mana
that can target
Clone?
your opponent's stuff are always better than ones that can't.
Mhm.
in limited, yeah.
Because sometimes you don't have anything and they do.
Dude, again, I'm. This is totally like not many people make this deck, but I love to make Changeling Shapeshifter Commander, and I would totally love this card in that. Steal their card and make it a Changeling and use all your lords. That'd be funny.
Someday,
It's funny.
as a challenge, I'm gonna try to play Changeling Tribal and Limited.
It's funny, dude. It's
I just play
it's
like,
a goofy.
the best payoffs in other
That's
colors.
it. That's it. It's funny.
But I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's just doing a lot of small things. I mean, it's always a relevant creature type. It's Convoke for your Merfolk. It's a 4+ spell for your Elementals. It's a
Steal
copy of the
the
best thing on the board.
Would you say this is playable in like any blue?
God, yeah. I mean,
I would think so.
It's
Yeah,
playable, definitely.
I think that you rarely cut it. It's definitely not often going to be one of your better cards because you're not always copying a bomb. But if you ever copy a bomb, it feels great.
Would you guys say
Unless
best?
they also already have it, in which case it feels better than it did without it. But like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't necessarily make you win, but it does give you a chance. So yeah, I like this card.
Would you guys say best shapeshifter so far? Best changeling card so
I mean,
far?
how many other changelings have we?
We haven't seen too many. I guess we saw like a not a lot of great ones.
Not a lot of good ones.
I mean,
This
like
seems
if,
pretty good
I don't
to
know,
me.
if we're comparing this against the flicker a card, make a 1/1 change.
That
I
is
probably like
good.
I
that
guess,
better,
yeah.
better or
I guess
equally
that's
as
a good
much,
point.
but This
Yeah.
also combos with that a little bit if you're
Actually,
kind of
that's a good point.
this for the
They
changeling
work
deck.
really well.
Man.
Yeah. Yes. Dude.
But yeah,
Actually, I'm gonna try to do the changeling deck too, maybe on Arena.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
that's your Volgar.
Oh, nice.
4
Another
mana,
merfolk that likes to tap.
3/2. You become sap. You make a fairy.
Fairies weird.
Bad
need
rate, slow to get going,
Mhm.
but it is a great payoff.
Making
If you have
flyers.
a lot of ways to tap. This is a good payoff
Yeah,
for that deck.
yeah. The playability of this is entirely contingent on how often you can tap.
That makes sense. Yeah, can you untap it?
Because if it attacks, it's gonna die.
You never want to.
no, yeah.
You're unless you're just completely kicking your opponent's ass. You hate attacking.
I'm
with
thinking this looks really good in Convoke, where now the tokens.
I
I
mean,
mean, you
it's-
might want to be swinging with the flying
like,
tokens,
yes,
but you could
if-
also Convoke.
When
with
you're in a
them
Convoke
later.
deck, you want this, but it's just like I want to be looking past that. I want ways beyond Convoke to tap this, like at least
Totally.
one. Like
But
Yeah.
if you have those, I think it is really good.
yes, absolutely.
I think so. Yeah, that makes it better.
This is fine in Convoke and great if you're like a full Merfolk deck with all the ways to tap.
with all
it.
the ways, yeah, definitely.
Quite
Merfolk.
bad otherwise.
Yeah.
Don't put this in your fairy tribal, thinking that this would be relevant.
Rhyme Shell, good art.
Mm-hmm.
7 mana, vivid, cost reduction for each color among permanents. Tap
Mhm.
up to 2 target creatures, stun them, draw a card. Doesn't this card cost less than this usually? And I guess this costs less than itself.
Yes. So
Is this Maisie? Would this be really like you're
Do you
playing
like
a
this card?
5-color deck?
You're in charge of all the vivid cards, okay?
Maisie,
Okay, gotcha.
Maisie, I guess what I'm wondering is this really like if this was domain, I feel like this would be good. But is it good when it's vivid instead of domain?
So-
I think it's worse.
I think it's gotta be worse than
I'm
domain.
gonna
right?
say
Let's do it.
I remember in Strixhaven they had Snow Day, which was just this. It's always 6 mana and you draw 2 discard instead of drawing a card. I thought that was
That's a good point.
I thought that was a really
2
good blue
creatures.
finisher.
That
I
was
think-
playable,
Yeah, I think that you are like getting this. This is almost never going to cost more than 5 mana, and you're in a vivid deck. This is easily going to get down to 4. Sometimes it's 3.
I mean,
God.
sometimes it will cost 7 because they kill your creatures.
That's what I was gonna
the
say.
thing.
Is
Like,
Maisie when you look at the vivid,
That's
do
the
you-
thing.
the
Like,
thing that
that's-
makes me like domain more than vivid
Yeah.
would be obviously that it's
That's
so easy for
definitely
them to
true.
remove stuff. But
I-
what are your thoughts on
I
it? And are
agree.
you when you look at the permanents, are you thinking creatures necessarily, or
Oh,
are you
yeah,
thinking that you're also getting vivid from
I
enchantments?
would like to think
Would that make
this
the
is-
enchantments good?
I would like to think that this is pretty much never costing more than 5. And if it costs 6, it's still not a disaster. If it costs 7, you're totally right. Like, this sucks. But I think, to me, this is an incentive to be in the Vivid deck.
Really?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you thinking like something that just occurred to me is that
Mhm.
vivid counts permanents, not just creatures.
Yes.
Does that make the enchantments that we've been looking at and saying there's no enchantment relevancy here actually kind of relevant because they're
I mean, yeah.
permanents you can't remove
There's
easily?
that. There's also the fact that something that's kind of innocuous, stuff that makes goblins, merfolk, Kithkin.
All of
Kithkin
those
are
are
Kithkin are
multicolor.
2-color tokens. Goblins are 2-color tokens. Merfolk are 2-color tokens. I I would really like to think that most of the time having 2 colors for Vivid is a given.
Okay, fair enough. But sometimes you just don't actually have anything.
Absolutely true. Yeah.
I guess one
that's-
other question for you guys: how many like multicolored cards are there where you Vivid?
Yeah,
It would count as like multiple.
There's-
for
well,
there are
Vivid.
hybrid cards.
Yeah, that's the other
Uncommon
thing.
and
There's,
uncommon.
there's
Wow,
hybrid
really?
cards that
Like
are just
3 color?
3v2 color.
No, not 3 color.
Not 3
Yeah,
color, but
they're
2
You're
just
not
color.
gonna get. I
That's
don't
nice,
think
though.
You're gonna get 3 colors from 1 card, but
I would think those
So-
would be key in Vivid.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. If I'm seeing this, this is a reason for me to want to be in Vivid, and if I'm in Vivid, then I'm in love with this. That's how I
Awesome.
feel.
I like that.
Rhyme Fire Dork.
The torque.
2 mana. When it enters, choose a creature type. Whenever a permanent you control of the chosen type enters, put a counter on it. Remove 3 counters. Copy your next instant or sorcery. Card sucks.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I would love for this to be 2 counters. It still wouldn't be good, but it would do something. 3 counters, 3 counters pretty much ensures that you're almost never activating this more than once, and you're lucky if you're activating it once.
Inherently dissynergistic because
Yep.
permanents aren't instants and sorceries.
Yep.
Yeah. That's always
If
a thing.
This is also another good one. It's funny that they stipulate permanent, like as though it's not going to be creatures, even though they didn't
it's
put
gonna
kindred.
be.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't
Is there a
want.
kindred enchantment even?
I
Yeah.
think there are.
There's one or
Like there's a
two.
couple, but like they really didn't want to put kindred on enchantments and stuff. They just hardly did, and it's like this would be at least a little better. But God,
Yeah, this is like without that, that's really
Just-
tough.
functionally unplayable. There's 1 in 100 blue decks maybe.
But like best case scenario, you're gonna activate this once.
Yeah.
So
So
like
and
I
like
know.
I don't know if I'm like if I have like so many elementals and I'm like maybe I get to like copy a Rhyme
Oh,
Fire
element,
Torque
yeah.
or some other like instant, like maybe the one world with this probably Merfolk is a go wide deck and they have a few like expensive convoke cards.
okay.
Even still this isn't good,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
but like yeah,
Copy the expensive convoke.
if I had this, I would keep it on the side. I would not put it on my deck, and I would put my deck together, and I would be like, okay,
just for the hell of it,
yeah.
to see if you can
If
do it.
I have expensive
fun.
spells and a ton of creatures of one creature type, I might think about this.
Maybe just as a challenge.
that's it.
Yeah.
You'll
Um,
almost never play.
I'm
this.
curious, you guys, have you guys ever seen a card that's like this? I feel like they have these 2-drop artifacts that you have some stipulation to eventually one day copy an instant or sorcery.
We have a couple like that.
Are there any that are actually like you would consider playable?
I've seen people play the card Brain in a jar and certain road decks.
I don't know that one.
It's nothing worth fretting about. Don't worry about Brain in a jar.
Are there any that you've ever seen that are good? I feel
That's the best one I've ever seen, and it
Oh.
wasn't that good.
And it wasn't that
like
good.
yeah, I just feel like these
These
ones are
effects are
they're
very-
always
yeah.
underpowered, right? To
I think
copy.
so. Here we go. Rhymekin Recluse.
Oh,
3 mana, 3/2, and when it enters, you return up to 1 creature to its owner's hand.
so this
Power
is
creep.
Yep.
completely the card we talked about earlier, right? The
Yeah,
It's like Mana Warrior.
Mana War, yeah.
Yeah, this is
But better, slightly.
by
Yeah.
1.
By one.
I just think this might
It's good.
still be better than was the rare a 3/4 or a 3/3?
It was
3/3.
a 3/3,
Like,
and it cost 5.
Yeah, no,
but
I think this.
but
I
it
think
this
this is
might
better.
be better.
I think
I think
more
this is
important.
probably a
I
better
think the
card
most
than that.
important part about that card was just that it had flash.
This-
This is really good.
Yeah.
The flash was the only relevant
This
thing
is
about the old
probably
other card.
like I can't name every uncommon off the top of my head, but this is easily a contender for best uncommon in the set. This is so good.
Definitely best blue uncommon.
Would
Yeah,
you say
definitely. No
It's a
question.
reason for elementals.
Oh, I mean,
to be
Doesn't really
powerful.
do
It's
anything
a
in
reason for-
element.
it's a
It does
reason for
cost
blue.
3, but
It's
Yeah,
a
the-
reason for blue.
the-
if you're
the
playing
only-
blue in any capacity.
The only
play it.
relevant elemental thing about this, other than counting as an elemental for you, is if it's going to be really funny if you have the elemental signpost that doubles your elemental triggers
Oh,
and you
that's
bounce
good.
2 creatures.
That's good.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, this is just. I mean, every blue deck you always play this because it kicks ass.
Do you think that the flash is relevant on the other card?
Well,
or do
like
you think that that's
100%
not
it
as
is.
important?
No, it's very relevant. It's
Is
just
it
that
worth
this is
the 2 cost?
this
more?
is it. That is a good card.
Yeah.
This is just a better card.
This
They
You
are
think
so
both
good.
they
Because
are
of
both good
the
cards.
cost increase.
But I like this better.
It's it's just there's just
On the
more
other card.
factors on that card. This is just a really easy to cast good card. That's always
Right.
good.
It's always good.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Everyone's favorite card.
Yeah.
Run away together.
They've printed this like 3 times into standard, haven't they? Right now,
Oh yeah, 3 or
I think
4.
it's in
It's
yeah.
all people.
Foundations.
There will be uses for
Bloomberg.
this card
Oh yeah.
in limited. Most people won't want it, but there will be times when you want one or two of them if you have a lot of ETBs. And then
Is
you'll
it
play
relevant in the set?
I mean,
there's definitely
there are
there's
things
like the
that have
frogs.
abilities, not as relevant.
there's
It's gonna
things
be
that,
worse.
there's things that have abilities. There's if you bounce like the fairy that makes something a 4/4, it'll be telegraphed
That's
now, but that'd be
Interesting.
fun.
Yeah.
This is a card that you never. This is a easy,
Fairies.
yeah, this is an easy one for kind of like I was saying with kind of some other stuff that you build your deck and then you look at Runaway together and you say, is this a deck where it looks good?
I think fairies. It could be funny because
Yeah.
some of them could even be a threat, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean,
Like I have this.
yeah.
Your opponent has 5 pacifisms.
Yeah, you can also just like
That's
board
also
this-
true. Yeah.
That's kind of why I wanted to bring up the like
Yeah.
elementals with or the enchantments with this, just because like you
Yeah.
can board this in if your opponent has a bunch of that type of
Ooh.
removal.
Nice. Oh, also maybe would it be relevant against Vivid for the same logic? Could you
I don't
instant
follow.
speed
What,
make their spell not
yeah, what-
castable?
no,
No.
so
No, okay.
I
Or
think
I
the
would
cost
see it.
reduction
that would
ones.
never
Okay.
be the cost reduction ones. It wouldn't matter. Even the ones where it's like an upside, it's
You'd
like
be like denying them 2 tokens.
yeah, you
Best
want to just
case.
kill them before they do that shit. You don't
That
care
makes
about
sense. You're just trying
yeah.
to rush.
Shine
That art is awesome.
yeah.
Ron
Another
Spencer.
Ron Spencer.
You go wrong.
Striker.
That's awesome. That art is awesome.
Another vivid card. You read it.
I read it. 6 mana elemental, flying, 3/3, and vivid. When it enters, you draw cards equal to the number of permanents you control. I think this is one of my less favorite vivid cards, and the main
Really?
reason is that it costs double blue.
Yeah.
Very relevant. Yeah.
It's not to say that plenty of vivid decks aren't going to have blue as a base color, but some vivid
Yeah.
decks aren't going to have blue as a base color, and
Many are going to be base Simic, if I had to guess.
I think
Like,
so. Yeah, base Simic, base Izzet is also possible
Okay.
because there is a lot of like treasures and stuff, but.
You'd want
The-
base mono blue for this guy, huh?
No, not
Yeah.
necessarily. It's just you'd want blue to be one of your base
It
colors.
often will be, but won't always
Yeah, which sometimes, but not always. Often, but not always. The other thing with this is that the Elementals deck is inherent. The Vivid deck is inherently going to be slower. Very often going to be slower than whatever your opponent's doing.
be. Yeah.
This is a card that is here to give you value and provide like a bad body for what you're paying. Like obviously in the scheme, everything.
You're hoping draw 3, right? At least.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the issue is just that
They might
If-
kill you.
yeah,
on
they
the
might
next
kill
turn.
you, and it's like if I'm getting my ass
Yeah.
kicked, I need to play something. This draws me cards. I don't care.
It's
Like
a
I
bad blocker.
I need
it's a
an
win more
effect.
card in that way.
It's
Yeah.
like
Not
not
really.
necessarily, but it's just that like
It's slow.
it's slow. I'd play this in a Vivid deck, but this isn't one of the better things to be doing in a Vivid deck.
Wizards, you need to put art like that on cards that are worse, because I would take it for the art, dude.
Silver Gill Mentor, 2 mana. Behold a Merfolk or pay 2, 2/1. Make a Merfolk token.
This is
Gwyn
great.
is elite for Merfolk.
Yep, this is awesome.
It's good.
Merfolk will be
If
stoked
you're
about
playing
this.
Merfolk in Limited, you definitely want as many of these as you can get. If you're
Mhm.
playing Merfolk in Standard, you also want it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm even curious about Modern a little bit with the Spaloon Merfolk Tribal. I don't think it'll ever be relevant
Probably
again,
not.
but it was back when I was playing Scam.
Yeah, I mean, this is just in and out of Merfolk card. The only thing to really say about this is that if you have multiple of these, just try and get as many Merfolk as you can to make sure that this is never costing more than 2. But yeah, if you're playing Merfolk, you want this card. That's pretty
Yep.
much.
Silver Gill Peddler, 3 mana. Guns tap, draw 1, discard. I don't know, filler for Merfolk decks.
Yeah, filler at best. Like this, sometimes even in a Merfolk deck, you just don't want this because it's just so low impact, low anything.
Yeah, not much use for your graveyard in that deck either.
No.
I guess there is.
Blue, white.
Well, there's
yeah,
the uncommon that I talked about earlier that reanimates things that cost 3 or less.
That's
Merfolk,
that's
pretty cool.
true, yeah. And there's also, I mean, there's the giant, there's the enchantment that you can bring back by blighting. I don't think any of this is highly relevant, but
But yeah, you will sometimes have to play it but
Yeah.
the best Merfolk decks will play it.
Yeah, this is the lower end of Merfolk stuff. Sometimes you'll have to live with it, but you're pretty much never going to be happy about it.
All right, here we go.
Dude, we're all stoked to see this
This
reprint.
card is my favorite, or one of my 2 favorite cards in the set. You'll see the other one in colorless.
Fair
And
choice.
this might not be good in anything. Also,
This is
but I
so
love it.
so good in modern. I think this needed a reprint
Currently?
for modern. Yeah, I mean recently. Yeah,
Really?
there's strong Esper decks that
Okay.
love their 1-mana counter spells. I know that this was gatekeeping a lot of people out of playing some cards, like some decks. Like when Oculus was around, they ran 3 or 4 of these, and they were like $7 or $8. And
Okay.
a lot of people that I was talking to, including James at Muse, but also, I mean, a lot of people were like, I don't want to pay $7 for Smell and Stare. I'm just not going to do that debt.
And now you don't have to.
Now, hopefully, it'll go down to $1 where it should be.
As far as talking about constructed, I've heard people talk about this maybe slowing down standard a bit. Do you think there's any merit to that?
I think totally personally,
What? Yeah, I think it's playable.
this is
Okay.
so
But
good in
I think it
standard.
might not be as great as it used to be.
Certainly.
1-mana counterspell is awesome.
It's
in
good.
standard.
It just won't always hit anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, in the modern, it's like 2 is the highest that anybody pays, so it stays relevant because nobody's paying more than 3. You know, so a lot of cards are 2. It hits like think
I'm
about
having
Orcish
a-
Bowmasters.
it's
It
that.
hits,
That's good.
it
very
hits
master
what
mind.
else? A Johnny.
A Johnny. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hits
Yeah.
fucking like
That's
everything.
okay. It's good. In
It hits
modern.
everything.
I was stuck in the time when the main thing you countered with this was Tarmogoyf, and that
Yeah.
card isn't played in modern anymore. So I assumed this wasn't.
There's
either.
new 2
but
drops.
No, there's
Yeah.
new 2 drops.
Yeah,
Okay.
that are, and especially Blue hates Orcish Bowmasters. I think.
Yeah. Okay, I like this card. I think it'll also be good in standard. I don't think you should. I think they're too
You're right, it
often
might be
in
sideboard.
limited.
Mhm.
You won't
I-
have a target for it, but when you do, it'll be amazing.
It'll be
So I
funny.
don't know.
Yeah,
I might play
do
one.
I agree
have
with you then.
exactly one note for this.
What?
There is black between both common and uncommon has 1 hard removal spell, which is 2 mana, exile a
Yeah.
creature, and you have to, in addition to it, either blight 1 or pay 3.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is good, but that will be funny
That would be
if you ever
hilarious,
spell
That'll be
something
Because then
like
they
that.
have to blight
You-
and discard a card,
Yeah,
and then you just counter
if you
it.
play a game and your opponent somehow has like 3+ of those,
Oh, that'd
You
be
could-
mean. That'd
you
be funny.
shouldn't. You still shouldn't board
It's not
this
worth
in.
it, maybe.
I
but
don't
yeah,
think
it's
so.
dope.
No,
I
it's
think
not. But
you-
if you want to be a funny little shit,
in limited, would this be? I would think the only place I could think that I would board this in limited would be Kithkin. Maybe?
Yes. So if
Yeah.
you're confident
Aggro.
that the only way you can possibly lose against a Kithkin deck is if they have a perfect curve and kill you before you can do anything, then you board
Yeah.
one of these in.
2 of Kithkin's best cards are their 2 multicolor cards. The
Yeah.
one that searches your top 4 cards and the
Yeah.
one that pumps stuff. If your opponent's
Are they
like
both 2
relying on
drops?
those, yes, those are both 2
Perfect.
drops. If your opponent's relying on those, that's something. But yeah.
Control always wants help against aggro.
Stratosaur, 5 mana, 3/5 flying. Basic land cycling. When it enters, target creature gets flying. This is for the Vivid decks, I
Mhm.
imagine. It's good.
Yeah, what do you think? Is the land cycling relevant there?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
That's
then,
why
yeah.
you're playing it.
Yeah, that's why you're playing it. Is because it has land cycling. It's doing a couple small things. Giving flying is cute. Being an elemental is cute. Being a good blocking body is cute. But yeah, I mean, you play this because it has the basic land cycling, and everything else is a bonus. When you cast this, it'll be fine, and when you land cycle for your mana, you'll be happy. And
Nice.
it's
when
not.
you play this, you won't be that happy.
It'll be okay.
I'm gonna
It's
be.
fine.
I'm,
3/5 flyer
I
for
don't
5
know.
when
The-
there's not much flying.
the
to
only
reach.
thing-
3/5. I was reading 3/4 for something.
oh yeah,
That makes a pretty big
no. This was a
difference.
3/4 now.
That's pretty decent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially Maisie was saying
Alright.
there's not much flying or reach, right? So
Good card.
it's decent. Let's see this one.
This card's good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, for a common.
Yeah, Summit
Not
Sentinel.
bad.
Summit Sentinel, 2 mana, 1/3, and when it dies, you get a card.
Would you say that Elementals is looking pretty strong here, Maisie, in blue? I'd say it's looking pretty strong.
Seems good to me. This card has a problem, which is that it's a 1/3, which makes it hard to trade off, which is what you want to do with its ability. That's one thing. But I think that even though it's dissynergistic with itself, the two things that it does are both individually good enough that you want it.
Yeah,
You can blight it.
I mean, we had Outlaw Medic in Thunder Junction, which was a nice sideboard card for like more aggressive builds, and
What was that
this-
one again?
the just same thing as this, but at lifelink.
Oh.
And I mean, this is a little bit better with Convoke. This is a little bit better because it's got a relevant creature type. The Elementals deck is largely pretty slow, so it
Not
wants
having lifelink sucks.
not having lifelink sucks.
It's another card where
But
you
yeah,
could throw that equipment on there for the toughness.
That's true.
It's
There's another Dorans.
There's
We're-
actually a lot of like
yeah,
high toughness.
We're really
creatures.
getting
Yeah.
there for the Azorius
The
Doran
last
card
one-
build.
And the last card we just looked at had 5 toughness.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
6
true.
It's actually there's a shit ton of cards with high toughness. Actually, maybe the Dorn's thing
I think it's.
is better than I
gonna be
thought.
okay.
I think it was better than I
You're
thought.
getting vindicated, Ben.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, Ben's right. Ben was right. There's a lot of high toughness. Let's see this.
Good boy.
Oh.
Sunderflock.
Your payout for elemental.
This is a 9-mana elemental that costs X less, where X is the greatest mana value among elementals you control. It's
Oh.
a 5/5 flying, and when it enters, if you cast it, you get to return all non-elemental creatures to their owner's hands.
Ew, this is really cool. That's your payout then, huh? For Vivid.
Or elementals even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to be multi. You could just be as a
Oh.
this.
That's actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, can't you? You don't even need the Vivid.
But yeah, it's a bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
If
disgusting.
you have elementals in your deck, you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
That's a build around. You get that pack one.
Yeah,
that's your direction. I'd
This
imagine.
is just doing a lot of things that are great. The like one of the pretty much the worst thing that can happen with this is that your opponent has like a couple changelings, and even then this is so high impact. Who cares? There will be some people on planet
mirror
Earth.
match.
Yeah, I was gonna say there will be some people on planet Earth who play this in a mirror match, and even then it's a
And
like-
undercosted 5.
yeah
probably.
undercosted 5/5 flying with a relevant creature type. It's and then the
Ew.
best case scenario is that you one-sided bounce all your opponent's creatures.
I'm now thinking again modern. Like if you
No.
no, hear me
No.
out. If you flash in, if you
Scam something.
Don't
if you
say evoke,
scam,
that's not
yeah,
how-
if you
okay.
whatever it is, the solitude into play or whatever. I mean, and,
This costs
I
9.
mean,
dude.
yeah,
This
you
costs
need a
9.
7-drop, huh?
So if you flash, if you
Oh,
scam,
and it's not total mana of elementals you
Yeah,
control.
you
It's
just,
greatest mana.
put in a solitude, you're still paying 4 for this.
Yeah, that's not good. I guess I was kept on thinking that it was total mana rather than greatest.
And also, it
Because
doesn't.
Omnath is no longer good.
And also,
but
it
I
doesn't
thought this
work
would
with
be
the vote
funny
because
in
it doesn't.
Omnath
It wouldn't even
elementals.
work
Yeah.
there because it doesn't have flash. So the thing will die before you get priority again. So there are 100 reasons that won't work. But great and limited.
Great and limited.
Swat away 4 mana. Instant. Spell costs 2 less if the creature is attacking you. Put it on top or bottom. Usually
Or a
top.
spell. You
Or
can,
a spell.
yeah, any creature or a spell.
If a creature, so that's cool. You can counter a combat trick with this.
Mhm.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, this seems
Um,
neat.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. I think that paying 4 mana for these things is not awful.
Yeah, 4 mana isn't a disaster here, and you're gonna get it cheaper sometimes. This, I think, there's just really solid blue removal.
Sig. Wonder One Wisdom. Probably the best of these flippers.
I think so. Yeah.
It's the cheapest. 2 mana, 2/2 unblockable. When it enters or transforms, a creature gets the ability to draw cards when it damages players until end of turn. You can pay a white to flip it to a 2/2 that's still unblockable. That gives protection to something for a turn. You can flip it back and get another card. Now, when you flip this back,
Oh, that's annoying.
you
Yeah,
can
that's
target
pretty good.
itself, and you
Mhm.
can draw a card. So yeah, cool card.
Yeah.
this is frustrating to
Yeah.
play against. I bet.
If your opponent's in Azorius, this just kind of turns into a must answer threat because it's just gonna.
My bad.
It's just gonna keep drawing cards and drawing cards and drawing cards and drawing cards and giving
And
stuff
damaging
protection,
you.
drawing cards. Yeah. And even if your opponent isn't Azorius, this is a 2/2 unblockable for 2 that might draw them a card, and that's still great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about constructed here then?
If Merfolk's a deck,
If Merfolk's attack
it will play this.
You think
in standard.
it had only in
In
Merfolk?
standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you want me to?
Well, you can say
Yeah.
that word. But
Tin-
I'm not-
Tenufel Tanufel Rhyme Speaker. 4 mana, 2/4 elemental wizard, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you draw a card.
This is like the main card in that deck, right?
Yeah, I think so. There's a good few little 4 or greater mana value payoffs, but I think that this is definitely like pretty much the highest impact one for sure. Great reason to be doing the elemental thing, though. This is a card that can do some fun stuff with Vivid, but this is more than anything else mostly geared towards the Izzet Elementals deck, but you can play it either way.
Yeah.
What do you think about this in Convoke?
Oh, that's another thing
It's
too.
good with
Yeah.
Convoke, yeah.
Yeah, some Merfolk decks might just play this to get some card draws off Convoke. It'd have to be a slower Merfolk deck that's less about tempo, but yeah, every blue deck has the potential to want this, and I think some will very much want this.
Now, this is kind of silly, but what I always thought tempo was a deck about like hitting each drop and
Yeah.
just making sure. Is that right?
It's about putting on pressure too, kind of.
Yeah, just kind of
Hitting every drop and putting your
Yes.
opponent behind.
right. Okay.
It's about playing to the board, and rather than playing to card advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Temporal Cleansing, Convoke card, 4 mana, good with the last card. It's a blue removal spell that puts a creature or a non-permanent second from the top. I like it. It's a
It's way
sorcery.
better than the Edge of Eternity's one that does the same thing without Convoke.
I mean,
No,
that one's
because
Is that
was
one an instant?
So I think
Oh,
that this
that's
is
cool.
actually worse than that.
Okay, because the
But,
the Convoke's
it's
not as
playable.
relevant.
I mean, we had this in March of the Machine. It was really good in March of the Machine.
Convoke
Um,
seems better on an instant. Is that right? Because then you
No.
can do it on your opponent's turn.
That's correct, but yeah, I mean, it's that doesn't make this card bad in the least.
No.
No.
Right.
I was just thinking it could be relevant.
I think this is one that, I mean, is it Elementals really wants this?
Yes.
Is Azorius Merfolk really
It
wants this?
synergizes with both of the tribes.
Yeah.
that's
Merfolk
true.
is
Really good cross synergy. It's quite good, and it's any non-land permanent.
Oh, that's true too.
Thirst for Identity, 3 mana, instant. Draw 3 cards.
Oh,
and
it's
discard-
another thirst for.
Unless you discard a creature card.
Maybe the worst of the thirst fours, in my opinion.
The worst of the I
And
think
for
it might
limited.
be. And for so here's the thing about this card in Constructed, is if you're playing a low powered cube, or honestly if there's a
Reanimator,
standard Reanimator deck.
Reanimator,
this
baby.
card.
That's where this would
We
be.
do already
the only
have-
time it would be
We
good.
do already have that rare from Tarkir that's a sorcery speed version.
Oh,
of Speed
yeah.
Oh,
Flashback.
Winter Night Stories.
Winter
is
Night
better.
Stories.
Yeah.
What's that one do?
It's this, but it's sorcery, and you can
And it has flashback.
harmonize it. Yeah,
This card's
Ah,
not good in anything. Sorry.
yeah. It looks
It's-
good, but then it's kind of just
Yeah.
like you don't want to be.
you don't want to discard a creature
Yeah.
in limited, especially.
No.
Okay.
Unexpected Assistance.
Now, on the other hand,
5 mana instant Convoke. Draw 3, discard.
I'm curious what Maisie thinks about this. I'm
I-
curious about Merfolk mostly.
Like that it's an instant.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fine in Merfolk, but fine in Elementals, but it's very slow. So if they're killing you, you aren't gonna have time for this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have time, it's good.
Yeah, there is the. Yeah, the
Instant, I guess, maybe matters here.
there's the all-time or whatever word I'm trying to think of, the eternal truth that this is a bad card if you're getting your ass beat. But I mean, in March of the Machines, I keep saying March of the Machines, but a lot of the Convoke cards in this set are very similar. We had 4 mana draw 2 Convoke. This is
Mhm.
5 mana draw 3 discard a card Convoke.
That's worse.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. I mean, like for tempo wise, certainly, but like I don't hate seeing more cards.
What I'm
It's-
curious about, Maisie, is the way I look at this is you're holding up a counterspell,
Right.
and you've got a couple creatures on board. At the end of their turn, if you didn't counterspell, you're doing this.
The way I see it,
That's the only way I see it as good. Is
Is-
that true? I'm not a control player.
Oh, here, Ben.
Sorry.
Ben, go. No, go for it.
is that you leave your creatures back to block, and because it's an instant, you can still convoke them. Because you don't want to convoke at
That's-
sorcery
yeah,
speed
exactly.
if you're getting killed.
Exactly.
So-
100%.
Big part of this is that if there ends up being some sort of aggressive Merfolk deck, you don't want this, and I think that
Absolutely. not.
I don't
Yeah.
know that I feel very good about this for Elementals. I do think this might be too slow for that. Probably,
It
maybe.
might not be though. I don't
It
know.
might not be,
Elemental
depends-
seems like a slow
It's
deck.
very slow.
That last card we looked at was
But
a
they
4
might-
mana 2.
they might
Well,
have
that's
better
just
five
what I'm
drops.
worried is that like the inaction of this to the board might be more relevant as a downside in that deck. But I do
Okay.
think that, I mean, that was the whole thing with Meeting of Minds. The March of the Machine version of this was that you would kind of just say, I'm not really attacking this turn. I'm holding maybe 1 mana and all my creatures, and then on your opponent's turn you just play this, draw cards. I think you're just going to do the exact same thing here, and it's going to continue to look good. But
When that happens.
but I mean, like, yeah, if you're a go wide deck that's okay with not attacking with all your board every turn, which I think that Merfolk seems like it might
Yeah.
be doing, I like this.
It's fine.
Although, yeah, I caveat, I do rarely see myself running more than one.
Yeah.
So, I'm talking it up, but it's not great.
Draw.
It's
you draw
What about
like
the
two-
counterspell option? Where if
two of
you're
these.
holding up a counterspell, they don't play a spell.
You
this.
don't play counter spells in limited usually is the problem.
Yeah, this set does not
you're right,
have
I'm
a lot of-
definitely not thinking limited.
This is like the first set in like forever that we
That's
haven't
a
had
good
like the
point.
2 mana quench.
Yeah, that's what I was
thing.
thinking. Yeah,
There are not a lot of counter spells in
really,
this set.
I guess spell snare, and that's definitely
Well, yeah,
not
and you're not doing
relevant.
that.
That's definitely early
So-
game
Unless
counter.
that costs
This
one,
is
so
late
they
game
don't
counter.
really even leave up mana for it.
Yeah, they don't have like a 3 mana cancel or something.
I mean, they might, but if they did, they have a 4 mana mythic counter spell. That we
Yeah.
talked about.
Yeah, that
It's
was so bad. But,
Um,
yeah, and you're definitely. I was thinking like a common 3 mana counterspell where you could maybe. It's
yeah.
clearly there's
Like,
not.
usually you don't want to play those. Even
limited,
I don't know. If
yeah.
I don't think there is
Who
one in
plays
this set.
control and
They're
limited?
for up to
Yeah.
3 mana counters.
Is there?
We'll see it in a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Unwelcome Sprite.
Oh, that's fun.
2 mana, 2/1 flyer. I like that stat line more than most people.
Oh
do.
yeah.
And when you flash something, surveillance.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Very
synergize
fairy.
with itself, but it's good. If you do end up playing a flash fairies deck in limited, this will be great.
This is really fun.
Mhm.
I love fairies that love to flash.
Yeah, it's a
fun.
weird card with elementals, and it's a weird card with merfolk, but it's gonna go in some merfolk decks and maybe a few elementals decks, and like
And
Ben
fairies
was
not
saying,
supported. Is that
No,
what-
fairies is supported.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
it's less
As
supported, but it's
but you can
supported.
do
It's
it
kind of
if it's
this
open.
flash is the tribal,
Yeah.
basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the fairies.
There is a deck for it, and this is a real card. Like Ben said, like that is a good stat line. Wonder Minus Director. 4 mana, 4/3 Merfolk Wizard, and when it becomes tapped, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-0 till end of turn.
This is another pretty bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I feel that completely.
Similar to the looter. You might play it.
Yeah,
Oof,
this-
You
oof,
usually
oof.
won't if you can help it.
Yeah, these if any of these cards have ever looked good, they're not. They're pretty much never anything worthwhile.
Ooh, it's so rough.
If your deck has multiple ways to tap creatures on your opponent's
On your
turn,
opponent's turn,
then this goes up
exactly.
from terrible to I still don't
Okay.
like it, but it's not horribly terrible.
That's what I was thinking too.
But yeah, it's not good.
Also, oddly, I feel like its ability is worse than a lot of the 3 and 2 drop abilities we saw, which is odd to me.
Yeah. This is
Right.
not a good card.
It's one of the worst tap
Yeah.
abilities. Okay.
Wanderwine Farewell. 7 mana.
Cool. All right.
Tribal sorcery. So we got
Irrigate Kindred Sorcery.
finally got
Oh yeah, for Merfolk.
another one of those. Convoke. It's always nice to have.
Merfolk like
Bounce 2 things, then if you control a merfolk, create
Ooh, I like
make
that.
2 merfolk tokens. If you do
It's
that,
steep though.
that's nice, but it's expensive. But if you're really trying
Bouncing
to like,
2 though.
grind with a merfolk, the thing is, like, usually when you
Run
bounce
a
stuff
shore?
at sorcery speed, you want to attack. But if
Mhm.
you're convoking this out, you're not going to attack.
Yeah.
Maisie, what did Run Ashore do in Kaldheim?
Run Ashore is 3 and a blue, put something on top or bottom, like artifact
What,
or
what's the
instant.
one that,
What's
that was like 6?
Oh, I'm thinking of Run Aground, sorry.
What,
Oh, you
Run
think it's-
Ashore?
Run it that was
It bounced
that was
2.
tuck something, bounce something.
That's it?
Yep.
For 6?
Yep.
That's good.
So this is
What's
much better than
No,
that.
it
It
isn't.
was an
No?
instant.
Oh, it was an
This
instant.
is not an instant, and it also doesn't.
Oh shit!
It doesn't put things in the library. I don't think this is good.
I don't
This
think
is
it's
like
good either at that
I-
point. It's a sorcery.
I can't see myself turning my nose up at it in a Merfolk deck, but I don't think you're ever playing it anywhere else. And even then, I agree that it's like this could be better.
It's like a late pack pick.
But the
right?
issue is it's trying to be like a tempo card that balances things, but it's also trying to be a super expensive grindy card that makes tokens. And like it isn't that good at either.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maisie, does this line up with the Merfolk plan? Either of
Well,
those?
yeah, it's good.
Perhaps.
But
Not really. Yeah, kind of.
It doesn't.
The problem is kind of.
I mean, like Ben outlined it already perfectly. But it's just like, yeah, I don't know if this is a great slow card. I don't know if this is a great tempo card.
And what's Merfolk's overall thing?
Merfolk can be tempo. Merfolk can be kind of a bit slower, but not slow. It can be slow enough to make a 7-drop convoke spell playable, but yeah,
Barely playable, I think.
Yeah, it's not maybe a great uncommon pick.
here it is.
There it is. Oh, this one's
Yeah.
kind of good.
Yeah,
This one's actually pretty solid, and especially in the fairy thing where you're flashing, and maybe you can hold up a counter spell or flash in a creature depending on what they do. I always love doing that shit.
This is Wild Unraveling. It's a double blue instant counter spell, but you have to blight 2 or pay a mana as an additional cost.
The problem with these is in limited, double blue might as well just be 3 mana anyway. So that it is basically just cancel.
It's cancel, yeah.
It's not great, but if you in sealed, it's better.
I think
than
only in the flash decks, personally.
Maybe, yeah. In a fairy flash deck, you might play 1 or 2 of these.
Seems solid in that
Let
case.
me note also, if your opponent has an inordinate admiration for this card and is playing a lot of them, it'll be really
Spell
funny
snare.
if you spell snare this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, actually. They blight 2 and then you spell snare.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. So I think we're at the end there.